Welcome to the Honeymoon Mindset Podcast, discussing topics to give you tips and tools so you can choose to live your relationship with a honeymoon mindset. Here are your honeymoon mindset experts, James and Beth. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Honeymoon Mindset. I am James. I hope everything is going well and fantastic for you and your partner. I hope you have a honeymoon mindset. And today I want to talk about when your partner becomes your roommate. And it just seems, but yet it doesn't have to be, A lot of times when you feel like your partner's roommate, you're comfortable. Life is good. Life is going the same way. Or the other option is, or thing that I hear and see is, oh, we just come and go. We work opposite shifts. We barely see each other. He comes in, I leave, vice versa. Then we come home, go to bed. Or we get up in the morning, do our morning routine, eat breakfast, go to work, come home, do our after or evening, eat dinner, and then have our afternoon or evening routine and go to bed. What you've done is you've created a comfort zone for you guys. And you haven't challenged each other. Now, I understand life does get busy. You need to do what you need to do to meet your financial needs. You need to do what you need to do to put food on the table. Do what you need to do for your activities, your hobbies that you like. But we get comfortable. We get in a rut, in a routine. And it's so very easy when you get into that routine to get comfortable, or to make that comfort zone mundane. We become robots. Our partners become robots too. And then your partner feels like a roommate. Yeah, nothing's really going on. Nothing's really happening. So how do you break that? What do you do to end that roommate feeling with your partner? It's easy. You got to get out of the comfort zone. I'm glad everything's going well. For the most part, a lot of people, it's when things are going well. Or I'm sorry, you're stuck working opposite shifts, so you'd hardly get to see anything, so you guys feel like roommates, distant roommates. You got to change that too. Maybe you can't right now. But there are things you can do. Two scenarios. But both are very, very fixable. Like I said, we'll start with, hey, you're comfortable. You have the same routines. It's monotonous, mundane. Change it. Change it up. Do something different. Pick up something with community ed. Spice things up. Don't let your partner become a roommate. Your partner is somebody that should be challenging you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And you got to be doing the same for them. Oh, we go to church, we go to this, we do this. I understand that. But what are you doing to challenge yourselves, to improve yourselves? You can't just sit there and do the same thing over and over and over again. Otherwise, you're going to end up. What conversations do you have with your partner? Have you asked them what they've done to improve themselves or grow mentally, physically? What have you guys done together to improve your emotional attraction, your emotional intimacy, your physical intimacy? How can you spice things up in the bedroom to change that? Like I said, community ed. Both of you go take a course, a class of some sort that you've never done before. Change things up. Oh, you got kids. That's okay. Kids will keep things going. You do things for your kids, but you gotta stop and take things for your kids. Ask your kids, you know what, mommy and daddy are bored. What can we do? They'll give you ideas and do it. Do what your kids suggest. What's the worst you're going to have to do? Play with Play-Doh? Put Legos together? Build a fort? I mean, there's a lot of things you guys can do to break that rut. Now, your opposite shifts. One works the day shift, one works the night shift. You see each other in passing for an hour or two. And then you repeat the cycle in the afternoon or evening. And it becomes just a routine, mundane. I get that. You can't change it because it's set for a year. You bid your schedule out, or your shift changed, or you switched jobs, so you're at the bottom of the totem pole. So you can't do anything. I get that. Okay? There's a lot of things you can do. Write each other notes. I love you. Ooh, you're sexy. When you do this, I'm thinking about you right now. And here's what I'm thinking. You can add that bling or fling, that spark. If you're there for 2-3 hours, talk to each other. Just not about everything, how each other's doing. Yeah, get the formalities out. How you doing? What's going on? What needs to get done? And then ask, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything you want me to think about? Is there anything you would like ready for when you come home from work? Anything you would like? Okay, I'll give up my 2-3 minutes of whatever and rub your shoulders or give you a quick little back massage. There's things you can do so you don't feel like it is a roommate. You guys are roommates. They come home, you can have a little surprise for them. A little scavenger hunt. And you also have to remember that this is temporary. It can change and will change. You guys will get on the same schedule eventually. You just got to put your due diligence in, and it will eventually change. It will work. It will happen. Oh, we've tried this stuff. We tried this. We tried that. Okay? You've tried a lot of things. But what have you done different in your routine? Let's say at night, you guys are on the same schedule, and you come home from work. Your partner comes home from work. What do? We sit down, we eat, and then we watch TV. Okay? Go outside and do something together. Go play. Go put up a volleyball net, tetherball net. Go play. Go say, nope, we're going to eat. We're going to go for a walk in the park. Hey, I bought these Legos or a puzzle. Let's put it together. Have fun. Be spontaneous. And when you do that, you're changing it up. You're having fun. You're losing that roommate. You're getting that person that you're in a committed relationship to do stuff with you, and vice versa. You know, okay, if they're in a bad mood for that day or had a long shift, or maybe they have a very stressful job, so they just want to relax and unwind. Okay? How can you do that? Give them a massage. Or if you come home and your partner's running a little late, run them a bubble bath. Everybody likes a bubble bath. Even guys do. They may not admit it, but they like it. Or hang out in the garage. If one of you likes working on things mechanically, do it together. Or paint something, build something together. Just do something. Eat. Make something. Cook something together. Instead of one of you always doing the cooking, switch it up. Have the other person cook. Or cook together. Find something on TV that you normally don't watch. Change it up. Or don't watch TV. Just sit there and talk about each other. Talk about what something's bothering you. Something that's dealing with it. Something that you're struggling with. Or not struggling with. Talk about something that you're really proud of that you've accomplished and vice versa. Talk about your families. Talk about birthday presents or where you'd like to go for a trip on a vacation. Open those lines of communication. When you do that, you break out of the main mundane, do something spontaneous, do something different, do stuff together, do something for each other. Give each other love notes so they see them during the day. Send each other flowers. Plan your future. Where do you want to retire? Where would you really like to go for a trip? What's it going to cost? What's it going to cost to travel there? That's how you break out of your partner being a roommate. You don't wait for life to happen, the next trauma, the next catastrophe, argument, fight. No. That's not the honeymoon mindset. A honeymoon mindset says, okay, we're going to do stuff together. We're going to figure this out. Yep, we both had a hard day. Okay, fine. We're both going to be lazy. We're both going to relax tonight. Fine, great. You know what? I want to go do this. Over the weekend, Beth really wanted to go try this restaurant. It's like, okay, whatever. Fine. I had a bus trip. Got back, but she still wanted to go. It's like, okay, fine. Let's go. We could have stayed, did the same thing. Found something on TV. Found something to eat in the fridge. Yeah, whatever it was, or not eat at all. Go to bed, watch a little more TV, fall asleep. Whippy. How unexciting. Instead, we went to this restaurant, had a great time, have a fabulous time. Got seated in front of a gas fireplace. Beth took a very lovely picture of us and posted it on Facebook. It was great. It was fun. I'm glad we did. And then we went and we had to pick up some dog food and cat food for our critters. And then we went to the home improvement store. It's like, oh, let's check this out. Let's check that out. What would we do with that? We started daydreaming. We started saying, oh, we could do this to replace that. We have a 3-season porch that we want to enclose. We looked at windows. And we also looked at how to put a fireplace in there so we could almost use it more year-round. We did stuff. We imagined things. When we're at the home improvement, oh, we got a snowblower. What would it cost to put a cab on it so it's easier and stay a little warmer when we're clearing the snow for this winter? That would be nice, especially when it's 10 degrees outside and you're clearing snow, getting all wet. Keep some of that so you stay warmer. Then we looked at some other things in the seasonal area. Oh, that's pretty because they got a lot of the Christmas decor out right now. How do we implement that? How would we use that? That's what we did over the weekend when we went on our date. We spiced it up. We changed things. We got out of that mundane comfort zone. And we had so much fun. And we came home, we cuddled up, and then, yeah, we did watch a little TV that night. But we fell asleep very happy, satisfied with each other. Because we took the time, changed things up, got out of the mundane, the comfort zone, and had a great time. That is how you break from your partner being your roommate, You change it. You ask questions. Sometimes just be silly. Sometimes I'll just ask Beth a random question out of left field. If you were president, what would be the one rule you would get rid of? And then it becomes a conversation. You get to learn. You get to expand each other's knowledge. You get to make each other think of things that you've never thought of before. That is how you break it. If you're on opposite shifts, yeah, you write those notes. You ask those questions. Hey, while you're at work, what would it be like if you were this, what would you do? Now you just gave them something to all think about. Your partner, hey, if I was wearing this or that when you came home, what would your reaction be? Now you got your partner thinking lots of things. It doesn't matter how bad it is. They got something positive to think about, something to look forward to. If you get a chance, send them a message during the day that you're thinking about them, you love them. They turn you on. They warm your heart. That is how you break it when you work opposite shifts. You send notes. You message them during the day. You ask them thoughtful questions before they leave so they have something positive to think about until things can change to where you guys can spend more time together. And when you do, you have to take time for each other, emotionally and physically. Ways to break out of that roommate feeling: change it. Change the comfort zone. Get rid of the comfort zone. Ask questions. Do something you don't normally do. Switch up your routine. Ask questions. Do something different. Dream about your future. What's it going to take to do that? And a lot of times you'll see it's a lot more doable than you realize. It's just we're in that comfort zone and we don't want to change it. Don't let your partner become a roommate. And when you have that roommate feeling, change it. Change it by changing the routine. Change it by asking questions. Change it by doing something different, abnormal. And you will not ever have a roommate. You always have a partner that you love and cherish and love doing things with. This is James. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Honeymoon Mindset.